We've all had that dream. The one where you're stuck in a room and you know there's a door, but your hand just won't reach the handle. Now, imagine that room isn't a dream. Imagine it's a high-tech life support system designed to keep you alive just long enough to extract your secrets. Today, we're talking about Infinity Chamber, a 2016 sci-fi sleeper hit that feels less like a movie and more like a claustrophobic thought experiment. It's a film that asks a terrifying question. If your entire world is a digital loop of your own memories, how do you know when you've actually woken up? We meet Frank Lerner. He's in an LSO, a life support operation, run by an AI named Howard. Howard isn't trying to kill Frank. In some ways, what Howard is doing is worse. He's keeping him perfectly, miserably stable. What makes this script work is the repetition. We see the coffee shop scene dozens of times. Frank meets a woman, they talk, there's a vibe, he leaves. On the surface, it's a mundane moment of connection, but under the lens of the LSO, it's a forensic site. Frank is trying to find a way out. He thinks if he can manipulate the memory, he can trick the machine. It bets the entire 100-minute runtime on the chemistry between a man who is desperate to feel something real and a computer program that only understands logic. It's a two-hander where one of the actors is just a lens and a voice. Frank is fighting his own subconscious. The film treats memory not as a static video file, but as a living, breathing ecosystem. Every time Frank re-enters that coffee shop, he's degrading the truth. He starts to lose the thread of what actually happened versus what he wants to have happened. It's a terrifying thought that, under enough pressure, our own history becomes a hallucination. It wants us to analyze the unreliability of memory. Have you ever noticed how the more you think about a specific moment in your past, the more it changes? Memory isn't playback, it's reconstruction. Frank isn't just fighting a government or a robot, he's fighting his own brain's tendency to decay. The movie suggests that our memories are our only prison and our only escape. As the film moves towards its conclusion, the lines between the real world and the LSO world don't just blur, they dissolve. Frank's physical body is failing, and his mind is fracturing. When he finally escapes, the movie forces us to confront something far more unsettling. Does it matter if the exit is real? Or is freedom simply the belief that you've escaped? If Frank is standing in a field of snow, breathing fresh air, but it's all a construct of his dying neurons, is he free? The film refuses us to give us a clean answer. It forces us to sit with the ambiguity. If the internal world is indistinguishable from the external one, then the Infinity Chamber isn't the room he's locked in, it's his own consciousness. He has successfully built a reality where he can survive, but he's done it by sacrificing the truth. Infinity Chamber is a quiet, low-budget masterpiece of tension because it understands that our greatest fear isn't being locked up, it's being forgotten while we're still awake. It's a film about the persistence of the self and the lengths we will go to believe we are still in control of our own narrative, even if that narrative is a lie we tell ourselves to stay sane. Infinity Chamber feels massive because it explores the infinite space inside the human skull, a space where reality, memory, and imagination collapse into one. It's a reminder that in the age of AI and digital surveillance, the only private place left is your own head, and even that might be up for grabs. And maybe, in a way, do we all have a Howard, that little voice that keeps us looping through our past, looking for a door that might not even exist? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.